Greetings, welcome back. We've got another review for you. This is time, it's by the band Ross The Boss, as we all know, was former with Manowar. So we're going to be talking about his new release. It's called Legacy of Blood, Fire and Steel. It's going to be coming out on the 28th of April of 2023 on AFM Records. Now, this is a best of album which contains 12 songs. And the album consists of Mark Lopez on vocals. We'd have Ross Friedman on guitar. We'd also have Mike LePond on bass guitar. Now, most of you out there will know Mike for his work with Symphony X. And we'd also have Steve Bolognese on drums. Ross is about to tour Europe on the 28th of this month for a short while. He's doing some festivals. So if you get a chance to see him in Europe, check him out. It's going to be worth seeing, folks. Now, Ross was born in 1954. And as we all know, his biggest band that we all know him for was Manowar, like I said. He was also involved with a punk band called The Dictators, which is still going strong. And Ross is still involved with those guys as well. Now, I grew up with Manowar as a kid. I mean, my favourite album was Into the Glory Rad. I also have Hail to England. They were like two cult classic albums that were released on Metal Music for Nations. Ross is a fantastic guitarist and he's been around for many years. He did some of the most important Manowar albums in the career. For instance, they did Battle Hymns, which was released in 1982. He also did Into Glory Rad, 1983, followed by Hail to England, 1984, Sign of the Hammer, 1984, and he also did the album Fight in the World in 1987 and Kings of Metal in 1988. That would be the last album for him with Manowar. Now, this best album by Ross The Boss is a really cool album. It's got some really good songs on it, some solid powered songs. I mean, if you've seen him live a couple of years ago, he played the Bloodstock Open Air Festival with KK Downing. That was actually phenomenal, fantastic performance, doing a Manowar songs, Ross The Boss, and also Judas Priest covers. Now, I like the way that Ross The Boss has a vibe of Manowar in there, the barbaric vibe of metal. And if you've not heard Ross The Boss's music before, this is a fantastic start. Check out this album, folks. And if you like it, go back and check out the early albums. And so the songs on this album that we have: Blood of Knives, Got the Right, We Will Kill, Kingdom Arise, Hailstorm, Great Gods Glorious, By Blood Sworn, This Is Vengeance, We Are the Night, Maiden of Shadows, and Born of Fire and Denial by the Cross. So they're the songs on the album. And to be honest with you, I actually found Ross The Boss's music more appealing to me than Manowar. I mean, Manowar are still doing some pretty good albums. They're still going strong. But I prefer Ross The Boss's solo career. I think it's got more of a punch. It's a bit more power metal than Manowar in a different vibe. Now, I think Mark's got a fantastic voice. He's very powerful. And if you've seen him live, like I said, either at Bloodstock or some festivals in Europe, you'll know just how much of a powerful singer he is. He's a fantastic addition to the Ross The Boss band. Now, the opening song is Blood of Knives. This kind of has a Judas Priest vibe to it, especially around the Painkiller era or maybe Firepower. It's a fantastic opening song that is very powerful, has lots of energy. Second song is called I've Got the Right. This is more like old school Manowar. So if you're a fan of Hail to England or Into Glory Rad, this is a song that you really got to check out, folks. You're really going to enjoy it. Third song is called We Will Kill. This is a pretty cool song. It's a mid-tempo song, very chuggy. It's kind of got the old school of Manowar, like I said. It's got some Judas Priest in there, maybe a hint of Saxon or maybe Accept. Now, there's one thing I've noticed about this album. There's a lot of galloping guitar sounds, vibes in this album. Really, really good. There is some more powerful songs and more tempo. But if you like the galloping guitar sound that the Manowar would have done back in the day or the Judas Priest, you're really going to like this album. I think it's a really cool album. Now, I really like this album because it's kind of got a mixed vibe. It's got a lot of galloping guitar sounds, but it's also got a lot of power metal songs as well. So if you've not heard Ross The Boss before, this is a fantastic opening album. Check it out. Like I say, it's a compilation. You can always go back and listen to the early albums, but it's a really good album. The songs are being remastered. The song fantastic. Now, another song that I really like in the album is called Hailstorm. This kind of reminds me of Judas Priest, Accept, and also Manowar. Now, the song Great Gods Glorious is a fantastic instrumental. So if you want to listen to a song and really listen to the guitar playing, check out this song. It's called Great Gods Glorious. Now, the artwork was done by Stan Decker. Some of you may know his artwork in the past. He's done some fantastic album covers for various bands. We've also got vocalist Mark Lopez, who's been involved with the artwork. And we've got Sofrina Media has also been involved. It's a fantastic album cover. So I'm going to give this album 4 out of 5. It's released on AFM Records on the 28th of April, 2023. Check it out, Metalheads. Let me know what you think of the album. Leave some comments. And I'll speak to you all soon.